Altitude is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway in Foxborough. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Throwing Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they like to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
Ready.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line ready to go. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Dancing to his left. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The Patriots had 10-5 to start play. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Steps away to his left. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Now Jones. And this one complete to Smith. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Down inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And as these guys enter play in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On play action, here's Tua. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Down.
Play action, now it's Tua. He completes it to Beckham. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Tua going to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Okay. 4 yards remain for second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 63 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Right. Right. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's Hill, complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
To his throw, complete there to Beckham. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. 83 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ready up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Steal, check, steal. Strike. Let's go.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Hey, go steal.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Let's go. Check, you. Ready?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because we see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense can retire.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Tua Tagovailoa keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Off play action. Jones. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
On third down, here's Harris. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will... Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU. Most looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40. 20. He will score. Touchdown, Miami. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brandon Jones picking it off. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Going deep downfield for Ross. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. After the turnover, it's Tua. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Set, ready. Yellow, line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones steps away. And now here is another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Patriots will take over here just shy of the 30. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And as this defense walks off the field,